The lubrication system on V models is similar to inline models, but there are some important differences. V models have a boat-mounted oil tank from 1.8 to 10 gallons, depending on the customer's needs. Unlike DI models, Etec models do not have an oil lift pump or an oil return hose. The oil pump on V models can accept up to 25 feet of oil supply hose to the engine, as long as there are no splices in the hose. They can use the same oil tank as DI models. The return fitting on the tank will be plugged. The oil pump on V models is a modified version of the fuel injector. Like the fuel injectors, it runs on 55 volts, but it receives only a single pulse per cycle from the EMM, not 3 pulses like the fuel injectors. All V models have a 3-wire pressure sensor with an analog output. Instead of watching for the switch to close at a fixed pressure, the EMM looks for the oil pressure to pass a certain threshold to verify the engine is receiving lubrication. 60-degree models have had multi-point oiling since they were introduced in 2007. A line from the oil pump and manifold delivers oil to a second manifold at the rear of the engine. The rear manifold delivers oil to the intake ports. In 2008, this was changed to sleeve oiling. 90-degree models have used 4 different arrangements for oil delivery. The first models delivered oil only to the intake manifold. Starting with F-2007 models, a second oil manifold was added at the rear of the powerhead, with lines to deliver oil at the intake ports. Later, the intake port lines were moved to the cylinder sleeves, delivering oil directly to the pistons. This change was made to 3.4-liter models in 2008 and 3.3 models in 2009. Some 2011 and later models have a second oil pump replacing the manifold at the rear of the powerhead to increase the accuracy of the sleeve oiling. The oil priming procedure is different for these models. Be sure to follow the correct procedure, which we will demonstrate soon. Early 90-degree V models have one oil line that delivers oil to the fuel line before the fuel lift pump. This line was eliminated when multi-point oiling was introduced.